Have you ever found yourself captivated by a true crime documentary, wondering what truly drives someone to commit a crime? The media often paints a dramatic, almost mythical picture of the criminal mind, filled with brilliant profilers and dark, twisted motivations. But what does the real world of criminal psychology actually study? And perhaps more importantly, what does it not study, despite what popular culture might suggest? Today, we're going to gently pull back the curtain on this fascinating field. We'll explore criminal psychology not as a thrilling plot device, but as a specialized and intricate discipline rooted in science, dedicated to understanding the psychological dimensions of criminal behavior. It's a crucial part of the broader field of forensic psychology, which applies psychological principles to all sorts of legal matters. Criminal psychology specifically zeroes in on that central question, the why behind criminal actions, delving into the thoughts, intentions, motivations, and reactions of individuals who engage in criminal acts within our justice system. So let's explore what this field truly focuses on, and in doing so, bring a clearer, more grounded understanding to a subject often shrouded in mystery. At its core, criminal psychology is all about understanding the psychological reasons a person might commit a crime. It's a deep dive into the human psyche when it intersects with illegal acts. One of its central pillars is identifying the motivation behind criminal behavior. This isn't just about guessing, it's about meticulously examining the psychological, social, and even biological factors that might compel someone towards crime. Think about it. Motivations can span a wide spectrum, from the desire for financial gain or revenge to anger, or even the complex influences of psychological disorders and peer pressure. Beyond individual motives, criminal psychologists also analyze behavioral patterns and crime typologies. They look for recurring trends, trying to categorize and comprehend different types of offenses and offenders. This helps in understanding specific methods criminals might use or unique signatures they leave behind. Now, let's address something commonly misunderstood: criminal profiling. While popularized in countless TV shows, criminal psychologists primarily provide crucial research, theoretical insights, and consultation to aid in the development of behavioral and psychological profiles of offenders. They don't typically wear trench coats and chase suspects. Instead, they inform the techniques, contribute to the scientific basis of profiling, and offer a psychological lens. The actual direct execution of profiling is often done by specialized law enforcement professionals. A significant area of study is the intricate link between mental disorders and crime. This involves exploring how various mental illnesses, such as major depressive disorder or personality disorders like antisocial, borderline, or dependent personality disorders, might potentially play a role in criminal behavior. It's a nuanced and sensitive area, emphasizing understanding rather than immediate judgment. The field also investigates environmental and sociocultural factors. This means looking at the profound impact of someone's upbringing, their family dynamics, socioeconomic status, cultural influences, and peer groups on whether criminal tendencies might develop. It reminds us that behavior is rarely, if ever, formed in a vacuum.
And what about after a crime? Criminal psychology plays a vital role in understanding recidivism and rehabilitation. They examine the factors that contribute to reoffending and are instrumental in developing and evaluating effective prevention and rehabilitation strategies for individuals who are incarcerated. It's about more than just punishment. It's about understanding how to prevent future harm. Finally, within their specialization, criminal psychologists frequently provide expert witness testimony in court, particularly concerning an offender's mental state at the time of a crime. They also assess an offender's competency to stand trial and criminal responsibility, determining if someone is currently able to understand the charges against them and assist in their defense, or if their mental state during the offense rendered them unable to understand the nature of their actions, often referred to as sanity or insanity. Now, just as important as knowing what criminal psychology does study is understanding what it generally doesn't. The field's focus remains squarely on the criminal aspect of the justice system, so it typically does not encompass the broader forensic psychology roles that extend beyond criminal matters. This means you wouldn't usually find a criminal psychologist conducting child custody evaluations, working on personal injury cases, or advising on general jury selection in civil cases. Their expertise is specific to criminal contexts. Furthermore, despite what the movies show, criminal psychologists do not engage in direct crime scene investigation. While they offer analytical and advisory support to law enforcement, they aren't out there processing evidence, chasing suspects, or making arrests like a detective would. Their contribution is in the psychological analysis, not the physical investigation. This distinction often brings us to some of the key controversies and public misconceptions surrounding the field. One major source of confusion, fueled by media, is the very distinction from forensic psychology. Remember, criminal psychology is a specialization within the wider umbrella of forensic psychology. Think of it like a heart specialist within the broader field of medicine. Another significant debate revolves around the accuracy and reliability of criminal profiling. While captivating, there's a recognized lack of robust empirical research consistently validating its effectiveness. Concerns exist about its subjectivity, potential for bias, and the risk of stereotyping. It's best viewed as one investigative tool among many, rather than an infallible crystal ball. And of course, we have media misrepresentation. Popular culture often glamorizes criminal psychology careers, portraying them as always exciting and dramatic. The reality, however, is often one of meticulous research, in-depth psychological assessment, and substantial office-based work. It requires rigorous academic training, careful evaluation, and a commitment to evidence-based practice, not just intuition. Ethical considerations and biases are also crucial points of discussion. Practitioners face complex dilemmas, such as avoiding cognitive bias from past cases, maintaining neutrality between victims and offenders, sympathy bias, dealing with legal pressure to alter reports, and balancing the inherent conflict between offering therapeutic support and providing evaluative assessments. Even the fundamental concepts of criminal behavior and the criminal mind are complex and debated, requiring a truly multidisciplinary approach that considers psychological, social, and biological factors. There's no simple definition.
So, what does the future hold for criminal psychology? It's a field poised for continued evolution. We can expect an ongoing push for more rigorous empirical validation in areas like profiling, alongside clearer guidelines for its ethical application. There will be an increasing emphasis on mitigating ethical biases and fostering transparent, objective practices in all areas. Research will continue to refine our understanding of the incredibly complex interplay of psychological, social, and biological factors that contribute to criminal behavior. And crucially, improving the efficacy of rehabilitation programs remains a critical area of focus, with a continuous quest for more effective, evidence-based interventions that truly make a difference. The field will also actively strive to educate the public and the media to accurately portray its multifaceted realities, moving beyond dramatized misconceptions towards a more grounded and impactful understanding. Ultimately, criminal psychology is not about sensationalism, but about a dedicated scientific pursuit to understand some of the most challenging aspects of human behavior. By separating fact from fiction, we can better appreciate the vital work done in this specialized field, contributing to a more informed, just, and hopefully safer society. Thank you for joining me on this exploration today.